Right, good morning from a very chilly morning in Brisbane. About 7 or 8 degrees, which is miserable for here, I can assure you. And at last, this is, I think, my box that contains the Accurascale Class 55. Thought I'd open it with all the hullabaloo going on about the very good looking Class 50. Motivated me to finally open this. Now I can't remember when I ordered it. It was the first batch, if you like. You can see from the packaging it's from Rails. It is the first batch. The invoice is inside, I hope. So all will be revealed. And crack on open it. Now I've threatened to open this several times over the last 12 months. This layout is now 12 months old actually, but I haven't opened it. I don't know why. I honestly can't explain. I order things and then just leave them and revisit it months or years later. And I just don't know why I do that. It's just something I do. But this was the first Accurascale loco, wasn't it? The 55. And I believe they've re-released it since then with some improvements. Those who watch the channel will know I've got a Accurascale class. Oh, I thought I'd opened the wrong one, but no, it's the 55. Accurascale class 37, which I've had an issue with, but we'll move on from that. I am assured by one Richard Watson that these locos don't have problems. I'm very disappointed if it did, but there you go. So the box is white. I don't remember what I ordered. Okay, now here's the invoice. Oh no, there we go. Wow, the box is white. I was expecting a black box, but there you go. It's the first time I've seen it. Let's have a look at the date. And then you can all scream at me for being so slack. Alright, so 29th the 6th, 2022. 3 years ago. I don't know what TFDS means. Don't know. Handwritten here. So price was £246. Landed cost here. So price of the loco was 250. Postage 38, so 250 without GST, I assume, or VAT, sorry. I don't know. 250 less 41, sort of VAT was 41. Okay, so about £209, and then there's a £38 charge for postage, so £246. Postage has improved dramatically from Rails since this time. They're much better value for money now to here. Something the other ones, the other box shifters, if you can call them that, should improve on. I've ordered the new Bachmann Class 08, and that's a tiny little thing from not Rails of Sheffield, another shop, and the postage was horrendous. Okay, so there you go. June 2022, this was sent to me. Shocking. In the background it's very quiet. It's a Sunday morning. It's really cold. Houses are not designed in this country for cold weather. Not in Queensland. And they're very good at holding in the cold. They don't heat up. Anyway, here we go. I'm a bit surprised it's in a white box. I can't pronounce the name. Oh, it's tested. It says it's tested. How do you pronounce that name? Alcydion. Alcydion? I ordered this loco because I saw this loco as a child. I only saw Deltics a few times as a kid, although I travelled a lot on the railways between King's Cross and Leeds. But I saw this in King's Cross, and that's why I ordered this name, and I believe it still exists. I think it's one of the preserved ones. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't bet your house on it, but I believe it is a preserved loco. That's why I got this one. It's not tops, but anyway, who cares? I'm not that sort of fussy about, as long as it's sort of 70s era and looks blue, BR blue, I'm okay. I'm not one of those people that know the day the loco ran and what number it was on a particular date, which is, I find fascinating that people have recorded that way back. Okay, so I can imagine back in 2022, this was the first Accurascale loco offering, and the box and the packaging and everything else must have been mind-blowing compared to what is still standard back then, or now. I'm not going to go into everything because it's been done before, but phenomenal. Phenomenal, yes. Now I saw this in King's Cross, this loco. It was heading north, obviously, and it was at the time, must have been the mid-70s, late 70s, because there was HSTs there. And even at my age, I knew, I looked down on the HST, even though it was a Revolution and the carriages are very nice. I knew it was a DMU. That's how I saw it as a child. And it was going to replace the loco haul locos. Even at my tender age, I knew that was going to happen. And I'll come on to love the HST, but at that stage I was concerned, and my tender age of 10 years old, or whatever it was, my concern is true now, isn't it? Loco haul trains are non-existent. Almost non-existent anyway. Yes, I can see why everybody was jumping up and down about this a few years ago. This is amazing. But I remember this loco, it was very dirty. I didn't see it pull out because we had to get our train to Leeds. It feels heavy, packaging is great. I love the white box. Yeah, let's get it out and see what she looks like. So yeah, been here for 3 years in its box. It should run. It shouldn't have a problem. Don't envisage any issues. I am going to run it for quite a while. I'll do the 1 hour in each direction or whatever, and then I'm going to leave it for 4 or 5 hours, I think, because that's really what happened with the 37. It ran all right initially and then died, and that's when, if you've seen my video, the motor had to be replaced. So, etched nameplates. Little bag of odds and sods. That's yeah, the normal stuff, pipework, etc., and the coupling links. Very nicely detailed. My only other experience of a 55, not the only, but the one where I really saw one moving was another time. My mum and I were on the platform at Huntingdon. For some reason we decided to go to Leeds from Huntingdon. I think it was cost effective, price-wise, etc. And I saw one of these way down in the distance, stopped at a signal, coming north. And it started to move. I could see that. My mum said to me, stand back, it's going to come through quite fast. And boy oh boy did it. It didn't look it, but when it came across the platform there, past us, it was flying, and it made a terrific noise. I remember that. Huge noise, and I'll never forget that experience. It really, really was flying along, and I remember saying to my mum, "Are we going to go on a train like that?" And she said, "No, ours is stopping. That's an express." And we were on a train from Huntington to Leeds. It was a 47, I remember that. I remember running down, carrying the number of carriages behind, counting the number of carriages behind it, because I always asked my mum, "Are we on a long train?" So, yeah, we were on a 47 that stopped at every frigging station all the way up to Leeds, so it was a bit of disappointment, but I'll never forget. I don't know what loco it was. It was in BR Blue. It just came through at a rate of knots. So I've opened it, and immediately there's a bit, which we're all used to, I guess. There is something here. It's fallen off. What is it? I don't know what it is. I guess in the scheme of things, oops, sorry, that is not too bad if that's the only thing. I wouldn't have a clue where it is, where it goes, but where did I put the box? I'll put it there. I thought that was a bit of polystyrene, it's not. Why would it be? Wow, that's got some weight. Oh, sorry. That has got some weight. A thing of beauty. Why did I take 3 years to open this? This is my version of the white background on the turntable stuff. Oh, there's something dangling down there. What's that? Chain. Sorry, I just, there's a bit of chain there. Okay, let's have a bit of a closer look at that. Not very good keeping in camera, am I? Right, so that black bit I was showing on my finger is obviously goes in here and holds this chain in. A little bit of chain there. Yeah, I guess it's a clip thing which you have to pull out if you want to take the body off. I only say that because from what I've watched from previous people. 55 was never my favourite loco. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I've not opened it. It's very heavy. So I'm going to try and stick that bit back in with a chain. There's a dog snoring in the background. Yeah, looks good. Right, that chain is proving very difficult to get in. I think from me observing it, it's never been fitted. The hole in the bodywork for the little clip to go in is too small, so I don't think it was ever put in. And it means I'm reluctant to do it, but to drill that hole out slightly, which I haven't done. I don't want to do that just at the moment. Another bit has fallen off. I mean, these are no surprise. It's a highly detailed model. Actually from here, that might have been me being a bit heavy-handed while I was examining it. But I will try and stick that back on. Then I'll put it on the Z21, program in all the sound functions, which actually I haven't seen the book for. Then get it on the track and let's have a look. Alright, I'm not very successful in getting that chain fixed, but another little issue, I don't have a sound function sheet. There is nothing here unless it's in the book, but this is more about their operation and what they did, so I don't think it's in there. I'll just check my receipt actually, it does say sound. I do remember ordering sound. I just hope they have sent me a sound loco. Let's have a look on the box. Oh, it's as preserved, okay. Doesn't say sound on the box. No, this is why you should open them when you get them, Jerry. Well, I wonder if it has got sound. Only way to find that out is to put it on the track. So here we are on my rudimentary programming track. I've just guessed that lights are 0 and sound is 1. So this is live. Let's see if the lights work. I've programmed them as 9009. Any lights there? Yes. So I guess that's 0. Excuse me. And sound I've guessed as 1. It is the sound version. There's relief here in the Kampala road camp. I guess I'm going to jump online now and see if anybody's posted the sound card for this loco online, or maybe even Accurascale have. Turn it off. I've got a bag of old nails. Okay, hidden behind there is the Deltic. Could have got a better camera angle, Jerry. I'm going to run N2 first, probably for an hour, and then N1 for an hour, and hope it's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to try and find the list of sound functions. Hopefully somebody's put it online. Does she work? Yes, she does. Beautifully smooth, unlike my camera work. There she goes. Wonderful. That's a big loco. Right, I'm just running this loco quite slowly round to start. I've had a derailing issue. I don't think it's my track work. My track work is quite good, although I say it myself. Excuse the wobbly cam. This is my new tripod and I'm not used to it. It's not as good as the other one I got in Uganda. So I'm just running in slowly. I've had an issue with, there she goes, that wasn't intended, past one thoroughbred passing another. A little bit derailing issue on the points. So a couple of laps slowly round before I open the throttle. I shall come back. Very slowly and quietly. I think it could be the super elevation causing a problem. Maybe mine's not that good. But it is absolutely silent. Why did it take me 3 years to open this? Alright, just about to the first lap of the up section of the line. Just That's the dog in the background making a noise. It's come off the line 3 times. I'm going to show you where it comes off. Of course I'll video it and nothing will happen. It is absolutely whisper quiet and so smooth. Sorry about the backlight, it's not the best here. If I zoom in, I try and block that backlight off. Now it's coming into some points, and this is where she was having trouble. Just here. And of course as I film it, nothing happens, which is good. Alright, I'm going to open up the throttle and let it go for an hour. Got it on about 40%. Just being a bit careful. Alrighty, she's done about half an hour. Very, very smooth, very, very competent running locomotive, I can tell you. A bit of a I'm going to move her over to the down line and do it the other way. A little bit of a play, shall we? Ooh. It's the only sound function I got working. I haven't found the list yet. If I got my act together, I'd have all these points working automatically, but I haven't got my act together, to be honest. Right, let's try the other way. Sounds wonderful. This does feel like a better built loco than the Accurascale 37. I don't know if that makes any sense. Just feels a better model, more competent, better built. Love it. Off you go. Alright, I'm going to leave that for half an hour. Turn the sound off, I think. Drive me mad. Alright, so I'm having a small derailing problem on one particular set of points. And it's this one here. Just there. And what's happening is, as it comes round the corner, which is a radius 4, there seems to be a slight issue with the front bogie lifting off as it hits the point. I think it's the middle axle. Don't know how to explain this. It's not a floating axle, is it, from what I've seen? And it appears to lift the front wheels off the track at that point. It's the only place I've got a problem, and it's consistent. Now, I'm quite happy with my track work. I'm actually quite pleased with it, having done it properly, and very, very few problems I have. And it was the other Accurascale loco actually that does have a problem, which I think I've sorted. But this one, oh, the dog's going wild. This one does seem to be an issue I can't fix. Where's the loco gone? There you are. So whether I ban it from that section of track, try and modify the track, which is probably the better idea. I'm not quite sure how though. I haven't run it on the others turn off of that set of points, whether it can do that or not, because the track is blocked. That might be an idea. But other than that, a part has fallen off. There's a bit of debris on the side of the track, which I've got to stick back on. It has run extremely well. So I might load test this now for several hours to make sure the motor's okay. I remember these with Mark 1s behind them, not Mark 2s. So I'm going to see if I can find some. So what I haven't shown is the detail on these locos, or this loco, and it is wonderful. Good on Accurascale on this one. I am going to run it for several hours to make sure the motor's okay, but I can see why there's such a fuss over the 50. I was very disappointed with the 37. That's my experience of it. Oops. Struggling over the points there a bit. Yeah. It's a great loco. Beautiful smooth runner. I've got to find the sound card, so if anybody can point me in the direction of where the list of functions are for the sounds, I would appreciate it, because it's missing out of my box. I wonder when they tested it whether it got lost when they opened the box. Don't know. Love it. It's very big, and it's big on my layout, but we'll give it a go. And I'm going to leave it now for several hours. I haven't put the Mark 1s behind because they're in their tissue paper still, and I love that tissue paper. Makes me sad to open it. But very pleased. I'm a little bit concerned about the derailing issue. I only have 2 locos that derail on this layout, and they're both Accurascale. But yeah, a huge upgrade from the Bachmann 55. And after 3 years of sitting in the box here, it's finally open. So, without further ado, it does sound like a box of old nails rattled together. Off she goes. It's sticky still. So I put a few running shots on, and for now, from Kampala Road, cheers for now.